Hello, friend, and welcome back to Grace by Your Side. This podcast is based on the grace note that I posted yesterday called Patience in Affliction, as I felt that there are probably a lot of people going through the same thing. So here we go. There have been quite a few times in the past where I have felt a little blah in the mornings. I want to sleep in, spend ages scrolling on my phone, and just don't want to do anything at all. Sometimes this has been caused by the smallest of things. And I'm pretty sure the reason for me feeling low today was because I heard that one of the children at the job I left last week is finding it really challenging to be there without me. I don't think I realized how much of an impact I had on their life. It left me wondering whether I had made the right choice in leaving the job or not. In the end, I realized that yes, it was the best choice for me to leave that job, but now I need to work out a way to still support those children who may still need to know that I am there for them. I am also on term break at school, so my reason to get up in the morning isn't really there at the moment, and I'm sure at one point or another, or even multiple times in our lives, we have all been through this. Years ago, when I felt this way, I would have just allowed myself to stay in that place mentally, because I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know or give myself time to work out what may have caused me to be in that place in the first place, and I wasn't honest about what may have been going on, especially when it came to relationships with others. Saying nothing felt easier than speaking up at the time, and that space felt better than the outside world or dealing with what was really going on. But in the end, it made me feel worse. The day that I'm writing this grace note and podcast, my day started with one of those mornings. Nothing was motivating me to get out of bed, not even the new espresso machine that I bought the day before. And believe me, I love a good coffee in the morning. It was then that I realized that this thought was still lingering from yesterday, and I needed to surrender it to God and ask Him for help. My first step was to get out of bed and have a shower to feel fresh. That was it. That was my only goal that I set for the day and that I hoped to achieve. And I did. And then I let the day flow from there. I then made my coffee, had breakfast, planned my meals for the day, caught up on a YouTube video, cleaned my office, and started my work for Grace by Your Side. And since writing the grace note, I had a healthy lunch, put an alarm on my phone to come back to work on the podcast at 2:30 p.m, and here I am, recording this podcast for you. Sometimes the smallest action, like taking a shower, can get me out of that blah moment and start a chain reaction of productivity for the day. Sometimes I don't want to get up, but I'm learning to trust God in these moments and surrender what is going on to Him. Lately, I have been trying to hear God's gentle encouragement and to ask Him for the strength to get me through the day. If I am struggling with something these days, I am finding myself turn to God quicker and quicker. I don't always surrender straight away. I'm just a human, and I struggle with it for a while. But that is okay. The point is, I'm letting it go too. I hope you all have a blessed week. And remember, each day is a new day with new experiences, trials, and moments of growth. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Romans 12:12. God bless you, and see you next time.